Today, the 28th of November, a new chapter quietly unfolded in Abuja. While many expected Nnamdi Kanu to appear before the Federal High Court, a completely different legal battleground opened, this time at the Court of Appeal, where three powerful petitions he filed months ago were finally reviewed. This session was not the same appeal connected to his terrorism conviction. This was something entirely different, and the outcome surprised many observers. In this video, we break down the full transcript, the real conversations inside the courtroom, the judges involved, the legal implications, and the unexpected outcome that left many wondering what comes next. Stay with us.
To begin, let's clarify something important. Today's case was not the major appeal challenging the terrorism conviction delivered by Justice Binta Nyako and later reinforced by Justice Jumailu. Instead, this was an appeal relating to three human rights-based petitions that Kanu earlier filed against the DSS. These petitions had originally been dismissed by Justice Taiwo back in July 2022. Kanu's legal team returned today, hoping that the appeal court would overturn that 2022 decision. But before we dive deep, let's recap yesterday's confusion. Yesterday's expectation. Counsel to Kanu, Aloy Ejimakor, announced that Nnamdi Kanu was expected to appear before the Federal High Court today to complete and sign certain important documents. The Federal High Court was required to send authorization papers to the Sokoto State Correctional Center, allowing him to travel to Abuja for that signing. But those papers never arrived. So the Federal High Court appearance did not happen. Yet, the appeal court session still went ahead, handled by his Abuja-based lawyer, Maxwell Opara.
Kanu's appeal was based on allegations against the DSS, focusing on 1. Breach of his right to human dignity. 2. Denial of quality health care while in DSS detention. 3. Violation of his right to freedom of religion. These are fundamental rights recognized under Nigerian law, which is why the appeal reached the Court of Appeal for reconsideration. Representing Nnamdi Kanu today was Barrister Maxwell Opara, since Kanu remained locked up in the Sokoto State Correctional Center.
Unlike the Federal High Court, where one judge presides, the appeal court uses a three-justice panel. Today's session was led by Justice Kurulu, supported by two other unnamed justices. This style mirrors the Finnish Pirkanmaa District Court model: 3 judges, 1 unanimous ruling. And the ruling delivered today surprised many.
Let's break down the appeal court's official position. Justice Kuru delivered the lead ruling. Point 1. The case has become academic. The court ruled that Kanu's human rights appeal no longer has practical effect because the circumstances have completely changed. In legal terms, a case becomes academic when the event being challenged has already been overtaken by new developments. No ruling would change the person's current legal position. The original remedy being requested is no longer applicable. Since Kanu is no longer held by the DSS but is now in correctional custody under a new conviction, the appeal court said the original human rights complaint no longer applies. Point 2. The Federal High Court has already ruled. The appeal court emphasized that a new Federal High Court judgment has already placed Kanu in a correctional center to serve his sentence. Because of this, they cannot order a relocation back to Kuje prison. They cannot contradict the Federal High Court. They cannot offer a remedy that no longer makes sense. In simple terms, the court said its hands were tied. To make it clearer, here are the 2 grounds the court gave for rejecting the appeal. Reason 1, the appeal lacked merit. The judges concluded that Kanu's arguments were not strong enough under the law to overturn the 2022 ruling. Reason 2, the case is now academic. Because Kanu is now a convicted person held in Sokoto Correctional Center, any DSS-related relief no longer affects his real situation. The court, therefore, dismissed the appeal.
It is extremely important for viewers to understand this dismissal has nothing to do with the main appeal, challenging his conviction and the life imprisonment sentence. This was only about the 3 human rights petitions. The major appeal involving the 20-year count, the 5-year count, and the life sentence is still coming. This human rights appeal was only a side case. Let's talk about the strategy behind the scenes. Because the Federal High Court did not send the required travel documents on time, Kanu could not appear physically to sign new filings. This delay has raised questions among observers. Transporting Kanu from Sokoto to Abuja by air costs less than 400,000 naira, far lower than the millions the DSS previously claimed to spend transporting him. So many are asking, why was the approval not sent? Why was he prevented from appearing in Abuja? What interest is delaying the process? Another interesting development. Kanu has been appointed as a leader in Sokoto prison. Inmates reportedly recognize him as a leader within the facility. This is publicly verifiable information now circulating widely.
Earlier today, the governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, met privately with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sources say they discussed several sensitive matters. While no official statement has been published yet, many observers believe the conversation may include issues surrounding the southeast situation, possibly including Ntoku Kanu. Once the detailed report is available, we will provide full coverage. Here is the key takeaway. Kanu cannot appeal today's rejected petitions again, but he can and will appeal his main conviction. The appeal court is now the next battleground for the life imprisonment judgment. Later tonight at 7 p.m., we will release a second video containing positive updates that connect directly to what happened today. Make sure you come back for that. If today's breakdown helped you understand the process clearly, do well to like this video so YouTube knows you value factual reporting. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the 7 p.m. update. It contains big news. Stay informed, stay safe. This is Truthline Africa.